So in theory, class action lawsuits are supposed to provide compensation and justice to victims of corporate negligence or malfeasance. But they're notorious for shortchanging those plaintiffs and lining the pockets of the lawyers hired to advocate for them instead. Did something similar happen with the notorious East Palestine train derailment? Well, a whistleblower is now coming forward with claims that the attorneys representing victims in their $600 million lawsuit against Norfolk Southern knew more than they let on. That whistleblower says those lawyers deceived their own clients, alleging that the victims essentially got sold out by their own lawyers who just wanted the case settled. News Nation's Rich McHugh has been leading the coverage on this story since the train derailment happened in February of 2023. Rich, what did you learn?
Hi, Elizabeth. Well, her name is Beth Kozar. She is the sister of the legendary football QB Bernie Kosar. She worked in an independent claims company helping East Palestine residents join that massive $600 million suit against Norfolk Southern. She thought she was helping. Not anymore. Today, she says this was all a money grab.
I'm not an anonymous whistleblower.
Among the hundreds gathered inside this recent East Palestine town hall was a woman considering blowing the whistle publicly.
I have tried. I have called our governor. I tried all our representatives. Nobody cares anymore.
Today, Beth Kozar is coming forward.
People who signed up for this lawsuit signed up not knowing all the facts.
Sister of legendary quarterback Bernie Kosar and daughter to the late Bernie Kosar Sr., beloved mayor of Canton, Ohio, Beth Kozar worked for Perfected Claims, a company that said it was working with law firms to provide support for the East Palestine train derailment class action lawsuit.
We let a lot of people down.
Why is Kozar going public now? She says she felt she had to after seeing Austin Druckenbrod's story. He was an otherwise healthy 24-year-old in 2023. Today, he has swelling on his brain. The Cleveland Clinic diagnosed him with reactive airway disease, which they linked to exposure to the chemicals in East Palestine. Austin says his attorney said the deal was simple. Agree to the settlement terms of the class action lawsuit, but keep your mouth shut.
We're going to take care of you. We're going to make sure you get $3 to $6.8 million and all of the, and then they told me to not tell anybody.
Druckenbrod's former attorney, Michael Watts, denied the characterization, saying, "I did not communicate with him to stay quiet. If he believed that he had a personal injury claim worth pursuing, we certainly advocated for those clients to simply opt out and continue to pursue the personal injury litigation." But Kozar says Austin Druckenbrod is 100% accurate.
Everybody was pushing to sign the personal injuries. We were told, if you don't want to sign, if you want to opt out, go ahead, but we are not going to represent you because we don't want to upset the judge. I thought some of those attorneys were my friends, and it turns out, I feel like it was a money grab.
Kozar, along with over 200 East Palestine residents, filed a motion in federal court asking to be let out of the settlement based on substantial evidence of fraud and misrepresentation by class counsel.
She knows about the people who were sick. She thought that what she was doing there was for the good of the community. She was betrayed.
Kozar says the cover-up has been worse than the crime.
I'm more mad at the government and people that were supposed to protect us.
Now, Kozar is part of that motion with her two sons, who she says are sick, and her late father, Bernie Kosar Sr., who passed away from bladder cancer, which she believes he contracted while in East Palestine. We asked class counsel for comment. Michael Watts, he responded, denied the characterization once again, and said no one from his firm was authorized to speak to clients in that matter. They have yet to respond to the official motion in federal court, and when they do, Elizabeth, it will be up to this federal judge.
Wow. These folks in East Palestine, it just never ends. Rich McHugh, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.